Gang, here's a really interesting idea for Dungeons and Dragons in terms of combat, or in a way to start combat that might feel a little different, although it's kind of a dick move. But here's why I did it. So I have a player we're all going to the Shadowfell. There's a player who has a connection with the Raven Queen, and he needs to undergo trials, essentially, to prove himself to be the Raven Queen's next champion. One of those trials is, you need to defeat my current champion. Well, the current champion is a high level, like level 20, assassin rogue Gloomstalker Ranger. One of the strongest multi-classes in the entire game. So I am rocking like almost a plus 28 to stealth. And he has a sharpshooter feat, so he can shoot from 600 feet away. If he surprises people, then all 3 attacks in that first turn are auto crits, and they're all done at advantage. Imagine their surprise when they enter into the Shadowfell. They're in this creepy, cold swamp. They're on boardwalks. They see people on stilts with gas masks walking through the fog, bubbling of the water around them as monsters begin to come up from from beneath the surface of the water. And they're like, oh no, look at those monsters. Just an arrow in the one character's neck. By the way, he's the cleric. He's also a cleric, paladin, sorcerer. So I don't want to hear any sympathy for this guy. Also, it's Taylor, my co-host on the podcast. Arrow to the neck. Just instantly 100 points of damage. And then I ended the session. Next time we'll roll for initiative. And now you have to do a combat where everyone's at full health. Everyone has all their spells and everything, but one of your players only has 2 health left from the very beginning. If you've tried something like this where you incredibly single out one person before initiative, that way they have this sort of thing that they have to deal with, and the whole party has to change their strategy because of that. Let us know. Let's talk about it.